And I'm going to make sure that everyone is muted. And we're going to get started. Soles of our feet together, knees out wide. Starting to move down on our backs. Allowing our knees to fall open with gravity. Allowing our shoulders to fall open with gravity as well. Starting to connect with the breath. And as you breathe, breathe in through the belly, up through the ribs, the lungs, all the way to the tops of your throats. And then exhale in the opposite direction from the tops of your throats down through the ribs, the lungs, all the way to your bellies, as though you're wringing water from a washcloth, bringing navel into spine. Again, we're going to go ahead and ring the bell, ring the gong before we get started. Sorry, this is definitely a gong, not a bell. And then, as I said, soles of our feet together, knees out wide. Starting to connect with the breath. Breathing into a 4 count, holding to a 4 count, and exhaling to a 4 count. And as you breathe, breathe in through the belly, up through the ribs, the lungs, all the way to the tops of your throats. And then exhale in the opposite direction from the tops of your throats down through the ribs, the lungs, all the way to your bellies, as though you're wringing water from a washcloth, bringing navel into spine. Again, perhaps place your right hands on your bellies and your left hands on your hearts to track the breath as it moves through your bodies. And let's begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. One more time, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Now allow your breathing to come naturally to its own rhythm. Allow the warmth of your breath to go to any area of your body that is tense or sore, and allow the breath to relieve the tension or soreness that is there. Imagine your breath gathering up all of the tension and soreness in your bodies and breathing it out so that you begin to feel peaceful and relaxed. Any distracting thoughts or feelings that you may have, allow them to be sent out with the yourselves to go deeper and deeper into this state of calm, knowing that you are in control at all times. Connect with a personal intention for this practice. That intention could be physical, mental, or spiritual. And it could be for you or for someone you love. Seal that intention with one deep inhale and one deep exhale. Good job. I'm hooked. Inhale, your knees and arms to center. Exhale, knees to the left, arms to the right. Look over your right shoulder and breathe. Again, breathing into this simple twist. Opening up those right obliques as you do. And smile. Again, it's Monday. It's a beautiful day out today. I got in 16,000 steps yesterday in spite of the fact that I had a lot of stuff to do, and I'm so happy that I was able to. We got to walk around the block and then just, I guess, walk around again. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, knees to the right, arms to the left. Look over that left shoulder and breathe. Opening up those left obliques. I'll never get up to 20,000 a day like Linda though. I'm always so impressed with her. Inhale, back to center. Wrap your arms around your knees. Grab opposite elbows. Rock back and forth. Massage your lower backs and your kidneys. Good job. And then grab onto your insteps. Drag your knees down towards your shoulder blades. Push up with your feet, pull down with your hands in happy baby. And again, as you do so, touch first one knee and then the other to the mat. Again, maybe work towards touching both at the same time if this is in your practice. Don't feel like you have to. Then cross that right leg over left. Wrap your feet, right arm under left. Wrap your arms, inhale. As you touch your fingers and toes to the mat. Exhale, elbows to knees, crunch it out. Inhale back. Exhale, eagle crunch. Inhale back. Exhale forward. 2 more or 7 more, wherever you are. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. You can stop here or follow us. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. 2 more if you're with us. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. And exhale forward. Good job. Unwrap, unwind, give yourselves a hug. And then cross that left leg over right, wrap your feet. Left arm under right, wrap your arms. Inhale as you touch your fingers and toes to the mat. Exhale, elbows to knees. Inhale back. Exhale, elbows to knees. Inhale back. Exhale, elbows to knees. 2 more or 7 more, wherever you are. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. And again, you can stop here or follow us. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. And exhale forward. Good job. Unwrap, unwind, give yourselves a hug. Inhale first. And then exhale as you extend your legs below you. Roll over onto the left side. Left elbow, left palm of your hand down. Inhale, that right knee in. Grab your instep. Exhale. Extend above you. Drag that right shoulder back and down. Breathing in and out in infinity pose. And smile. Again, it's a beautiful day out today. Maybe grab onto your calf muscle. Drag your leg towards you. And then inhale that right knee in. Exhale down to the end of the mat. Roll over onto the right side. Right elbow, right palm of your hand down. Inhale that left knee in. Grab your instep. Exhale. Extend above you. Again, dragging that left shoulder back and down. Breathing in and out. Maybe grab onto your calf muscle, drag your leg toward you. Again, breathing in and out in infinity pose. It's a beautiful day out today. We've never seen this day before. Inhale that left knee in. Exhale down to the end of the mat. And again, drag your legs in, spinal rolls from shoulder to tailbone and back again, allowing each vertebra to come back into alignment. Again, we'll do 3 or 4 of these. And arrive at the tops of our mats in Sukhasana, simple seated pose. And gently place the backs of your hands onto your knees. Make mudras with both sets of fingers. Drag those shoulders back and down. Make sure that your chakras are aligned. Crown above your heart, above your root chakra. Grounding into the mat. Concentrating on the breath. Breathing in through your nose. Breathing out as though you're straw breathing. Or else blowing out a candle. That's more beautiful, actually. And again, connecting with the breath. As you breathe in, think, breathe in. As you breathe out, think, breathe out. Or if you have a mantra that you like to use, or if you would just like to say I and am, that's fine. Wherever you are is perfect. Inhale both arms all the way up. Inhaling gratitude. Again, gratitude for yourself. Gratitude for others. in your life. Exhale as you drag those hands down to Anjali Mudra, releasing anything that you don't need on the mat this morning. Inhale all the way up. Inhaling love. Love for yourself, love for others. And then exhale again as you release any fear that you may have. Let it go. Inhale all the way up. This time inhaling forgiveness again. Forgiveness for yourself, forgiveness for others. Maybe slightly draw those hands back, slight back bend. And then draw your hands to Anjali Mudra. Again, releasing whatever should not be with you on the mat this morning. Good job. And then release your hands. Inhale that right foot up on top of your left thigh. Again, we're in half lotus. In half lotus, sitting up straight, shoulders back and down. Inhale both arms all the way up. Exhale as you fold forward. Again, hinge at the hips as you do. Reach, 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 reach. Fingertips come down. Hearts come down. Third eye comes down. Rocking it back and forth. Opening up your intuition. Breathing in and out. Inhale as you walk those hands back again. Exhale as you walk your hands to the right, grabbing onto your right knee with your left hand. Drawing that right hand back or rocking forward and taking a bind. Again in bound half lotus. Drag your shoulders back and down. Open your hearts to the side wall through the breath. And smile. Inhale back to center. Exhale as you release that right foot. Inhale your left foot up on top of your right thigh. Draw that right foot under. Again, we're in half lotus. Inhale both arms all the way up. And exhale as you fold forward, hinge at the hips, reach, 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 reach. Fingertips come down, hearts come down, third eye comes down. Maybe rocking it back and forth, opening up your intuition as you do. Inhale as you drop. Walk those hands back again. Exhale as you walk your hands to the left, grabbing onto your left knee with your right hand. Draw that left hand back, or possibly take a bind if this is in your practice. Shoulders back and down, opening your hearts to the side wall through the breath. Inhale back to center. Exhale as you release that left foot. Place your fingertips on the mat. Inhale that right arm up. Bend your elbow. Place your hand between your shoulder blades. Inhale that left arm up. Grab your elbow and exhale over to the left. Opening up that right shoulder as you do. Inhale both arms up. Exhale down. Inhale your left arm up. Exhale as you bend your elbow, placing the palm of your hand in between your shoulder blades. Inhale that right arm up. Grab your elbow and exhale over to the right again. Looking up to the left. Opening up that left shoulder as you do. Breathing in and out. Inhale inhale, both arms all the way up. And exhale down. Good job. Place your hands on the mat in front of you. Roll up into table. In table, our shoulders are above our wrists. Our hips are above our knees. And if we look between our legs, we should see our feet. Inhale first to cow. Drag your hearts down towards the mat. Look up towards your third eye. Opening up your hearts as you do. Exhale, bending your elbows as you transition into cat, gazing at your navels. Inhale to cow. Again, looking up towards the ceiling. Exhale to cat. Good job. Come back to a flat back. Inhale, that right arm all the way up. Exhale as you swing it under, coming down onto that right shoulder. Again, keep your hips squared to the front of the room. Inhale, that left arm up. Bend your elbow. Find that right hip crease. Again, opening your hearts to the side wall through the breath. And smile. Inhale, that left arm up. Exhale down. Inhale, your right arm all the way up. And exhale down. Good job. Let's do the other side. Inhale, that left arm up. Exhale, as you cross under, coming down onto your left shoulder. Keep your hips square to the front of the room. Inhale, that right arm up. Bend your elbow. Find that left hip crease. Again, opening your hearts to the side wall through the breath. Inhale, that right arm up. Exhale down. Inhale, your left arm all the way up. And exhale down. Good job. And then from here, let's go ahead and curl our toes under, sit back on our heels. Again, making infinity symbols with our wrists, opening up our wrists, opening up our toes and our ankles as we do. Draw those arms overhead. Drag your shoulders back and down. Drag your tailbones in. Again, looking up towards your third eye in the Utthita, if this is in your practice. And then drag those hands behind you. Fingertips touch, pushing your fingertips up towards the crowns of your heads. Again, in Anjali Mudra behind your backs. Opening up your shoulders, your wrists, your fingers, your toes, and your ankles. And smile.
Gratitude brings room for more things to be grateful for. Grateful to be grateful. Gratitude brings room for more things
10,
to be grateful
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rock forward on your elbows. Snap out your toes. Good job. And then from here, plant the palms of your hands into the mat. Curl your toes under. Inhale first. Exhale back to down dog. Again, maybe walking the dog. Drawing first one heel and then the other down towards the mat. And then we're going to rock forward so that we're in plank. We're going to hold this for a few breaths, working on our core strength, making sure that our shoulders are above our wrists, flattening out our backs as much as possible. Plant that right hand in the middle of the mat. Open up to the left side. And then maybe draw that arm overhead if this is in your practice. Possibly lift that left leg wherever you are is perfect. Side plank. And then come back to center. Plant that left hand in the center of the mat. Open up to the side. Maybe rotate that right arm around and forward. Possibly lift that right leg. But wherever you are in side plank, it's perfect. Again, coming back to center. And then draw your elbows in. Inhale first. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down to the mat. Good job. Place your elbows on the mat. We're in Sphinx pose. Inhale first. Exhale as you bend that left knee. Look back at your left foot. Good job. Inhale back to center. Exhale, look back at your right foot as you bend that knee. Inhale back to center. Exhale, look back at your left foot. Inhale back to center. Exhale, look back at your right foot. Good job. Inhale back to center this time. Exhale and draw that leg in. Pulling it in as much as you can. Breathing in and out. Exhale as you release. Inhale first. Exhale as you bend your right knee. Again, drawing that right foot in, holding on. Pulling it towards you as much as you can. Opening up that right thigh as you do. Exhale first. And then from here, plant the palms of your hands into the mat. Curl your toes under. Exhale back again to down dog. Walking the dog. Lifting first one heel and then the other. Dragging the other one down towards the mat. Inhale your right leg all the way up. Three-legged dog split. Exhale as you swing it through to a lunge. Now you can place that left knee down, left top of foot down if you'd like to, or follow us. We're moving into crescent as we inhale up, pinky fingers in, shoulders back and down, sitting down in our crescent. Good job. Exhale to the right, opening up east and west. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale down. Inhale that left arm up. Windmill, exhale down. Right arm up. Exhale down. Left arm up. Exhale down. Right arm up. Exhale down. Good job. Place that left knee down, left top of foot down. Inhale as you interlace your fingers, placing them on your right thigh. Shoulders back and down, opening your hearts. Breathing in and out in dragon. Exhale as you place both hands on either side of your foot. Extend your leg, coming in to yogi splits. Again, bending those elbows. Inhale up. Again, interlace your fingers, placing them on your thigh. In dragon. Exhale down. Again, in yogi splits. Inhale up, curl your toe under, lift that back knee. Exhale as you kick that right leg back as high as you can, three-legged dog split, and then go through your vinyasa. Or meet us in down dog. Wherever you are is perfect. Walking the dog. Inhale through your noses, side out. Inhale. One more time. Inhale. Good job. Inhale that left leg all the way up. Three-legged dog split. Exhale as you swing it forward to a lunge. Again, staying up on that back tippy toe, or else placing that right knee down, right top of foot down. Wherever you are is perfect. Inhale up to crescent A or crescent B. Shoulders back and down. Pinky fingers in, gazing at your third eye. Exhale to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale down. Placing those hands on either side of your foot. Inhale that right arm up. Exhale down. Left arm up. Exhale down. Right arm up. Exhale down. Left arm up. Exhale down. Good job. Place your right knee down, right top of foot down. Inhale as you interlace your fingers, placing them on that left thigh. Shoulders back and down in dragon. Exhale, place your hands on either side of your foot. Extend your leg. Again, dragging those elbows down towards the mat. In yogi splits. Inhale up. Interlace your fingers, shoulders back and down. Exhale down. Extend your leg. Drag those elbows down. Inhale up. Curl that back toe under. Lift your knee. And exhale that left leg all the way back. Three-legged dog split. And go through your vinyasa, if this is in your practice, or meet us in down dog. Wherever you are is perfect. Inhale through your noses, side out, inhale. One more time, inhale. Good job. Come up on your tippy toes, bend your knees, drag your tailbones in, shoulders back and down. Step or jump up, lighter than air. Inhale halfway up to Ardha Tadasana. Again, shoulders back and down. Flatten out your backs. Exhale down to Uttanasana. Standing forward fold, working towards bending those elbows, maybe getting the palms of your hands on the mat, and then bend your elbows so that you can draw yourselves in even more. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down, again to Uttanasana. Slightly bend your knees. Inhale all the way up, swan dive backward, hands come together. Slight back bend. And hands come to Anjali Mudra. Bowing your heads in honor of your practices. Good job. Let's do just a little bit of balance today. We're just going to move into Trikonasana and then down on the mats. All four corners of your feet are going into the mat. Again, shoulders back and down, calf muscles moving in, thighs are moving in, pelvis down the back, abdomen is in. The crowns of our heads are moving towards the heavens. Our hands are open to receive in Tadasana. Find your drishti. Draw your hands to Anjali Mudra. Come up on that right tippy toe. Draw your right heel to your left ankle, to your left calf, or to your left thigh. Wherever you are is perfect. Inhale those arms up overhead into Talasana or palm tree. Utthita, hands come together. And exhale down to Anjali Mudra. Good job. Let's go ahead and release that leg. Because I said we were just doing tree pose. Starting in Tadasana. Draw your hands to Anjali Mudra. Come up on that left tippy toe. Draw your left foot to your right heel, to your right calf, to your right thigh. Wherever you are is perfect. Inhale those arms up overhead into Talasana or palm tree. Utthita and down. Inhale first, and then exhale that left leg down. Good job. So we're coming up to the tops of our mats. Except my mat is kind of, there we go. Inhale both arms all the way up.
Low battery.
Exhale down. And then from here, just stay here as you inhale up first to Ardha. And then exhale down to Uttanasana. I'm just going to go ahead and plug my speakers in that are telling me that I have low battery.
Low battery.
They usually don't last very long. Again, stay in Uttanasana, breathing in and out as you do. It's a great way to open your hearts. There we go. Okay. And then from here, take a giant step back with your, let's see, left foot. Walk your right foot all the way across. Right knee down, left top of foot down. Inhale as you walk your hands back. Again, maybe take Venus Mudra. And then exhale as you humbly bow yourselves, drawing that left cheek down to the mat if this is in your practice. Breathing in and out. Opening up that right hip. Releasing any unwanted emotions that you may be storing there. Opening up your shoulders. Again, allowing anything that you may have stored on that right hip to melt in to the mat, into the floor, into the earth below where it is recycled, regenerated, into positive healing energy. Draw your hands back towards your waist before you release. Inhale as you walk your hands back again. Coming off on that left hip, swing your right leg all the way around. Right foot is parallel to your left thigh. Bring that right foot in and that right elbow in. So, sorry, did I say that right? Inhale that left arm up and around. Find your right hip crease. Possibly take a bind in the Mariandrasana twist. Again, shoulders back and down. Opening your hearts to the side wall through the breath. Inhale back to center. Extend your legs and shake them out. And then from here, come up to the tops of your mats in Malasana, Yogi Squat. Hands are Anjali Mudra. All four corners of your feet are growing into the earth. Lift your toes if you can. Tailbones are in, shoulders back and down. The crowns of our heads are pulled by a golden thread up towards the heavens in Malasana, Yogi Squat. If this is in your practice, you can come up on your tippy toes, rock back and forth. Coming in to raven, blackbird, crow, bakasana, whatever you want to call it. Again, don't feel like you have to. You can stay there, or you can inhale from your root chakra all the way up to your crown chakra and exhale down again. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Good job. Place your hands on the mat. Inhale halfway up. Again to Ardha. Take a giant step back, this time with your right foot. Walk that left foot all the way across. Left knee down, right top of the foot down. Inhale as you walk those hands back. Take Venus Mudra, if this is in your practice, and exhale down as you humbly bow yourselves. Bringing that right cheek to the mat, if this is in your practice. But you can be on your right cheek, left cheek, on your elbows. You can also be on your backs. Wherever you are is perfect. Slowly draw your hands back toward your waist and release. Inhale as you walk your hands back again. Coming off on that left hip, swing your right leg all the way around. Right foot is parallel to your left thigh. Bring that left foot in. And that left elbow in. Inhale that right arm up and around. Find your left hip crease. Possibly take a bind in the Mariandrasana twist. Again, shoulders back and down. Opening your hearts to the side wall through the breath. Inhale back to center. Exhale as you extend your legs and shake them out. Good job. Bend your knees. Arms are out on either side of your knees. Inhale first. Exhale, inch by inch, vertebra by vertebra, down to the mat. And when you get there, draw those knees in for a much deserved hug. Rock back and forth. Massage your lower backs and your kidneys. And then take your block in hand. Place your heels just below your sit bones. Inhale as you push your hips up. Placing the block underneath your sacrum on the highest, second, or third levels. Wherever you are is perfect. Again, in a supported bridge, maybe draw those arms overhead if this is in your practice. Possibly walk your feet out so that you're on your heels. Again, in a T formation or a mushroom formation. Opening up your lower backs even more as you do. Slowly draw those hands back overhead. Walk your feet in. Inhale as you push your hips up, releasing the block. And exhale, inch by inch. Vertebra by vertebra down to the mat. Draw those knees in for a hug. Rock back and forth. Massaging your lower backs and your kidneys. Good job. And then from here, you can either do legs straight up, allowing the circulation to come back down to your vital organs, back down to your brain. Or if you'd like to, you can move into a shoulder stand by pushing your hips up, walking your shoulders under. Feet are in Barbie feet, looking like a candlestick as we do. Maybe draw those toes overhead, but don't feel like you have to. Be gentle if you do into Halasana or plow pose. Maybe bend your knees, placing them around your ears in ear pressure pose or snail pose. And then inch by inch, vertebra by vertebra, coming back down to the mat. Draw those knees in for a hug. Rock back and forth. And then exhale, that right leg down. Inhale, your left arm up overhead. Exhale as you push your left leg over to the right. As far as you can, look over to the left. Opening up those left obliques one last time, releasing toxins. Inhale back to center. Draw those knees in for a hug. Rock back and forth. And then exhale, that left leg down. Inhale, your right arm up overhead. And exhale, as you push your right knee over to the left. Again, look over the right side. Opening up those right obliques. Breathing in and out. Inhale back to center. Draw those knees in for a hug. Rock back and forth. Inhale through your noses, sigh it out. Inhale. One more time. Inhale. And with that intention, allow your legs to come out as wide as the mat or wider. Arms are down beside your torso, palms are up to receive, down to ground, starting to relax. Relax your toes, relax your feet, relax your ankles. arms, relax your torsos, relax your fingers, relax your hands, relax your wrists, relax your forearms, relax your elbows, relax your upper arms, relax your shoulders, relax your necks, relax your jaws, relax your cheeks, relax your foreheads, relax the crowns of your heads. Just relax. Start to bring movement back to your fingers and your toes by wiggling your toes and maybe touching each finger with your thumb. Reach your arms overhead, extend through your feet, giving yourselves a full body stretch and filling your lungs with your breath. Then exhale as you draw those knees in for one final compassionate hug, rocking back and forth, massaging your lower backs and your kidneys. Slowly roll over to the right side in the fetal position and remain here for a few breaths. Then using the strength of your arms, come back to a seated position, facing the front of the room. Legs are crossed, hands are at Anjali Mudra, heads are bowed in honor of your practices. From the place deep in my soul that I know to be pure and true, I bow to and honor that same place that resides within each of you. Thank you so much for coming to practice yoga with me on this very beautiful Monday. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste. Thank you. I have a caring listener call at 9. I usually don't ever that quickly, but I always think that I'm going to get done soon enough. And thank you all for being here. It was wonderful to see you. Again, thanks for coming yesterday, Amy. Let me quickly just stop the recording as I do this. I don't know where it is. Come on, stop recording. There we go.